Scotty Talk. It's finished. Crawley 2, Notts 1. A devastating loss, really. Me and Tom are just on our way home now. We've not actually been to the game. We just watched it on iFollow elsewhere. Um, yeah, to be 1-0 up for the majority of the game, and then go on to sort of lose 2-1. And I think our best player at the moment to be red carded. It's a sucker punch, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I actually, whether you think Maynard should be in or out, I feel sorry for him tonight. I mean, people are going on like, we conceded 30 shots on our goal. Yeah, we did. We didn't play very well. Let's be honest. Sam Slocum stopped them scoring 8 or 9. And let's be honest, he's made 5 or 6 genuinely class saves. Like, some of them weren't straight at him.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to win any way you can. Like, when your confidence is low, I think some people think we were just going to go and like get another win by steamrolling a team. It's never ever going to happen. You have to get a win any way you can. And tonight I felt like we might get a win any way we could, and then Robertson gets a red. Like, I'm not excusing the performance; it was shocking, but I have to kind of feel for him. I have to. Like, what on earth he's watching that game with his team 15 minutes away from getting the win that could turn like a little bit of hope around, and there's a red card from Robertson for like not even a tackle. He's just pulling him back. I'd rather them go through and score and make it 1-1 with 11 men still on the pitch. Look, it's not a good enough performance. The performance was terrible, to be honest, bar the first 20 minutes. As soon as we scored, we went into our shell. But also, you've got to think how unfortunate he's been with some performances.
Yeah, I agree, but it can't continue. We can't continue losing games like this. I think your dad was saying that's our 17th game we've lost now this season. That's crazy. When you compare that to how many, what's that, like 6 times more than what we lost already nearly last season in the league. It's just
17th in the table as well now.
Yeah, we've dropped right down.
When I looked,
when we were 1-0 up, I was looking at the table and it was like we're only actually 6 points off being within the playoffs. And then we had like a game or two in hand and a couple of teams in the playoffs. So, we could have got that down. But now, literally half an hour later after that's happened, the season's finished. That's it. The season's done. There's absolutely no way that we can turn this around, I don't think, and get in the playoffs. That's it. The season's over.
I thought up until the goal, I thought we were really good. But I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know what happened. And I said to you, didn't I? I said to you 5 minutes before the red, I said both our centre mids are on yellow cards here.
Yeah.
And then they scored, and then we both said to each other, as soon as the red card went in, we're going to lose this game.
Yeah.
You can't concede 30 shots on your goal.
Yeah.
Well, it was probably more than 30 in the end, wasn't it? I thought, look, and I know I've just gone on for about 45 seconds to a minute about how unlucky he's been. Like, I do think tonight, just get the win any way you can, and then let's see if the performance could have improved against Accrington. But we haven't got the win. Yeah. It's not gone in his favour. Subs for me on the opposite side of me, feeling like he's been like hard done by in this game. The subs were baffling to me.
Yeah, well, like you just said, both of our midfielders on yellow cards. Both of them have that challenge in them. Jim and Robert, they've got that challenge in them where if they need to, they'll bring a player down. Or, sometimes they leave a little bit in on the challenge and stuff like that. They're bound to get yellow cards. I don't know how many yellow cards Robbo's got since he's come in, but it's been a few. But Colquitt comes on anyway. Change him.
He came on instantly, didn't he?
Yeah.
Pretty much. What I also don't understand...
That change needs to be done before that, though, in my opinion. So, there's part of me that think he's been dealt a rough card when you're looking at the lineup tonight, but then you also think you've got to be able to help yourself at times, and tonight for me was one of those.
We conceded 24 shots, if I remember this correctly, 24 shots on our goal before the red, with Jody and Crawley, who I thought were pretty good today as attacking outlets. 24 shots with attacking outlets on the pitch, so he takes both attacking players off. You're never going to survive. We've had 24 shots with 11 men. You can't survive 15. What did it end up being? It ended up being like 21 minutes. With just Maka. It was just Maka.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Jata should have come on. Maka wasn't having the best game. Put someone up there that could maybe hold the ball up a little bit. I mean, we don't know if he can hold the ball up, but just something had to change. And to take Jody and Crawley off, I don't know. I just don't think that was a great decision. I think I was thinking today, it's mental that we're talking about getting rid of a manager 9 games in.
Yeah,
It is, but look at the performances and the results. Yes, he's been unlucky with a few things. I'm thinking Mansfield. I'm thinking Wrexham away, we should have been 1-up. Maka puts it in, and the goal that McGoldrick doesn't have, that gets disallowed. But you look at it now and look at the things adding up.
Yeah,
the results. Where's Bostock and Didsey? And there are rumours swirling now about things. I'll wait a few days to see if anything else comes out about that before we talk about it Thursday. But things are adding up now, and look, I said it after the game on Saturday. You can feel really sorry for someone, but also don't think it's the right thing for them to be in charge. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it comes down to a motivational standpoint as well, because this team can win games. We're a little bit weak at the minute, but I still think that team that was out there today, they were winning for the majority of that game. It's a motivational thing, and is it something we're missing now Williams has gone? Because I think Williams was a motivator. I think it is. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the main problems. So I don't know. It's that irreplaceable trait.
What concerns me a little bit is you want there to just be one big outstanding problem, but there's not. There's like 4 or 5 little problems. There's recruitment. There's Maynard currently. There's rumours of players not happy. There's lots of issues. There's a recruitment issue in the summer and then in January again, and I don't know. It's harder to fix all these small things than one big thing. If you could just pin it all on, like look at the team we started today. Yeah. Look at the team we started. It's not good enough. It's not a good enough team. There's some outstanding players in there that just, I don't know. I feel like they probably feel a bit let down. I could probably talk for another 15 minutes about the issues, and we will talk about it more Thursday. But what's that? It's an unbelievable, like, is that 7 losses in 8? Or something like that. Yeah. Or 6 losses in 7. I'm going to ask you now. Stuart Maynard in or Stuart Maynard out?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's gone tonight, yeah. I think...
Really?
Not tonight, maybe tomorrow.
Wow.
I don't know. It's impossible. It's impossible to say. What do you think?
I don't think they'll do it midweek. I think if we lose to Accrington, and let's be honest, we've got no Scott Robertson. If anything has happened with Bostock, you've got Jim O'Brien in centre mid with possibly Colkett, who's nowhere near fit, or Sanderson. I don't know. I really don't know. It's
because it's the owner's man, isn't it? That's what's
the lights have gone out like not season.
Yeah, it's because of the owner's man. I don't know if they'd be as quick to fire someone or give them a little bit of time, as I said before. So I would, on the grand scheme of things, I wouldn't be surprised to see it happen. But on the flip side, it's not his team. It's difficult for him to come in with the problems that we have. But then you also need a manager that can make the best of the situation, because he's never going to be in control of recruitment. So,
do you know what I sat there and thought before we finish? What I sat there and thought is I watched those opening 20 minutes up until the goal, and I thought, this is a team that's still playing for the manager. They were chasing down, they were playing well, we scored, and then it stopped. And within a couple of minutes, they got a 3-man on the edge of the box that hits the bar, and all of a sudden Slocum has to turn into some reincarnation of Buffon and start making world-class saves in League Two, and I really don't know. I'm really deflated, actually. I'm more deflated than Saturday, because I thought in my head, as I've already said, this is going to be one we scrape. We scrape a win, and then we can start to build on it. And like you say, half an hour later, red card, mind-boggling subs and 2 goals. Yeah. It's disappointing. We're going to go into this a lot more in depth on Thursday. If it goes the way George thinks, we may not have Maynard in charge on Thursday. We'll see. Would really, really like to know your thoughts. It's very disappointing the way the season's gone, but I agree with George. It's finished. It's over. It's completely finished. To be finished with 10 games left is so disappointing. But it is what it is. 2 tough away days coming up. So yeah, please let us know your thoughts. Please drop a like on the video. And as always, subscribe to the channel. Don't miss Thursday's show where we have plenty to talk about.